Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Today has a lot of large monster quests available. The visual on that steam or smoke is kind of weird. The sudden jutting outwards, but today there's a lot of large monsters. I got through most of the repeat quests. Like this was a duplicate of this quest. Oh yeah, it's hunting, so it's the same. I cleared a bunch of these side quests, Gendrome, the Rathian I did last time, a bunch of the doubles. So there's a lot of new. There's Blangonga, capture Malfestio, which I might do. It's probably Najarala though. New Tenant and Serpentine Samba. Then there's still a bunch of other quests too. I might do this one today just to get the last one of those done. I want to do the Macau because that's a prowler hunt. And I have the big boomerangs finally. So I'm going to start with Blangonga. I don't remember this, whether I fought it. I don't think I've ever fought it. It definitely isn't in Rise or World, though. Ice resist might be useful, but I'm just gonna stick with that for the attack up. Seems like the easiest choice. I don't know what I'm set to currently, which has a fairly major impact. Aerial, okay. I don't want to switch, so. Aerial means black belt, I think. The skewers that he have like half a uncheesed floret of broccoli. How do you not dip that in cheese properly? I need to check where I am. A Ridge. A Ridge. I can't remember which one that is, but I'm assuming it's cold. Better to have too much than too little. Arctic. It's probably Arctic Ridge, so I'm glad I picked up the heat. Oh, there's no, often there's a... In other quests, there'll be the hot air balloon right here, which is so convenient. You don't forget to wave at it. You just wave at it right away, you know exactly where to go. That's a good song. I'm gonna go straight to 687. Because I think the Blangonga could be in this middle section. But my assumption is that it's more likely to be in the snowy area. Because that's where you get the Blangos? The small versions? Apologies. Okay, thank you for not attacking me. Yeah, I did a few hunts. The Nargacuga hunt was a lot better than the one I did in the last video. Because I actually was relatively patient. Those teeth seem impractically large. Oh, it's very thin. Like, it's very thin when it was walking initially. Now it's wider, where its elbows are out, but I'm just gonna observe it for a second. I want to see what it does. It seems fairly, I'm gonna say expected, how it behaves. Most of the attacks make sense. It's like a kind of a wimpy Rajang, even compared to the Rise Rajang that's pretty wimpy. Is my impression that the World Rajang starter, I should have sheathed there, but it actually tries to grab you. Wonderful. A lot of the monsters when they're mounted don't or can't move in that way. But I like when the monsters that physically can do. When they can move in that manner, they do move in that manner. It roars a lot, so earplugs would be pleasant. I was too slow because I didn't want to roll into the other guy and jump up. I'm feeling aerial's not the best style for this monster. Because it's both pretty small and it would benefit from being able to actually roll properly. Because I don't have time to sheathe to run away from every attack, so it's got up very quickly there. Because here, I don't have time to sheathe, I think. The roll is pretty unfortunate. Like, I can't roll there because the stupid jump might be a little bit iffy. And I need quick sheath against this, I guess, because I'm dead. Or I'm lucky. I should have died there. I don't have time to sheathe against it, and I can't really roll as easily as what it feels like. Though there is also the jump roll does have significantly more iframes than it feels like it should. So maybe I should be rolling into it more often and just trying to jump through attacks. Like, jumping through attacks feels inconsistent. And unreliable. I hate when monsters do this. Just constantly moving so you can't do anything but dodge. Ground tremors. That's something that I noticed when I was playing. Roars make it look like your weapon gets put away, but it doesn't. But ground tremors actually do make you put your weapon away. Which adds to the confusion when the roar animation makes you sheath your weapon. Okay. Like, I think obviously they can't fix it now because it's an old game. But making roars, I'm running out of stamina. Making roars sheath your weapon would be annoying, but not having it sheath your weapon visually and then not actually sheath it would be, I think, more... Just the visual is bad. And I think it could do with a never coming back in that context ever again, which it won't because the animations have changed. Though it might be more like ground tremors are less of an issue. Let's just do this. Yeah, that's fine. Like, they constantly are swapping targets, and it's very frustrating. Like, I wonder if Rise or World modified it. Okay, I have to roll before I see the stuff show up. I wonder if they modified it so that monsters have, oh good, hard limits on how frequently they can switch targets. The jump to change zones across an entire locale. Like, I just wonder if it's been changed, because like I wouldn't be surprised if it had been, because in Rise it doesn't feel like they switch zones as often, whereas this game they change zones non-stop. So I kind of wonder if there's some sort of change to the decision making that was made at some point between Generations Ultimate and Rise, or if it's just a coincidence. Yeah, Rise, that can happen, where you get to it, you hit them 3 times and they leave. But generally it doesn't happen every single fight, whereas in this game it happens basically every single fight, where you start fighting and then they move instantly. Because I guess they have a bit more, I don't know, their eating requirements and health requirements are maybe harsher, stricter. So like, maybe it's a case of, oh, this triggers the eating trigger, whatever health total that is, I don't know. And they're strict about leaving, which would be useful if it was like, oh, low HP, retreat to sleep, and it actually triggered consistently enough that you wouldn't be able to miss the capture trigger. But you can just not get the capture display, so. Okay, this is capture, but it's also leaving. You're gonna jump? You're gonna jump into the air? It's so dumb. Oh, it's dumb. I love it. I love how stupid it is. I have no need to sharpen, but I might as well. It's so dumb. Why not just have them walk to the location? There's a path they could follow. Why have them jump into space? It's so stupid. I mean, there's obviously situations where the place that they're traveling to isn't necessarily directly connected by a path. But considering Blangonga doesn't seem to leave the snowy areas, that's not the case in this. particular hunt. Mega Barrel Bombay is actually probably bad. That's pretty funny though. That's a pretty good ending. But yeah, I think Mega Barrel Bombay is bad. Because I think I got knocked down by it once. It could have been a coincidence, but it really seemed like the barrel exploding on the monster knocked me on the ground. That's a pretty good ending. Mega Barrel Bombay doing its job, finishing off the giant monkey. Not a monkey, it might be... Actually, what? It makes me think of mandrills based on the facial design. Maybe I don't know enough about them. I don't know what a mandrill is specifically. Whether it's an ape, a monkey. I don't know what category it belongs to. But I have a moment to check. First thing I get with mandrill is an Indonesian bank. Because I misspelt it. I meant put mandiril instead of mandrill. It's a mandrill, which is a monkey. It's definitely themed after that, I would hope. I don't know why I say mandiril instead of mandrill. It's interesting to learn about an Indonesian bank called Mandaril. I'll forget about it in 20 seconds, but doesn't mean it isn't interesting for the 5-10 seconds that I think about it. I think Najarala is the next one. I'm gonna do Najarala with... I like alchemy. It's interesting. I think I'm gonna stick with Striker because as interesting as the alchemy barrel is, I feel lazy. I'd rather pick the simple choices. I say that. Since Transflash is tier 2, I am gonna take it instead of Absolute Evasion, which is probably the better choice overall. Because the sheath from Absolute Evasion is so nice. Najarala is the only serpent wyvern. Like there's a variant of it at some point in the series. Marshland. I don't think I need temperature. Oh no, Marshland has cold areas. I would hope Najarala doesn't go into cold areas though, given that it is a snake-looking monster. I might be misremembering though. Youth of the Dancing Tribe. Okay, it does have the heat, obviously, because of the cold on the far right. That 379 zone, the double Kezu hunt is a nightmare. It's so frustrating because they're constantly jumping onto the ceiling. There's constantly 2 of them in the same zone. Constantly getting electrocuted. I got comboed to death by one of them. I didn't eat. I could abandon to eat. I don't think it would save time though. I think the attack boost medium's not really enough. The stamina reduction on evade might actually be enough that it would save time combined with the attack boost medium. So it actually at this point I'm committing, but it might have been worth abandoning to eat. My guess. Now is Najarala is probably in zone 8. Just color scheme wise. It isn't though. Is it gonna be in the cold? I really hope not. I feel like aesthetically, a snake wyvern being in the cold would be... It wouldn't fit. Good. That's kind of a cool... That's very big. Okay, I'm not playing aerial. I need to... Oh, look at that movement. That's so good. I kind of think aerial would have been a good choice already, but... It's a good sound effect. Okay. Stay out of the center, probably. I'm here to observe for a second. Okay, those are annoying, probably. Resonant explosions, okay. So when it has spikes on the ground, stay away from them. Well, that movement is really good. Okay, tail whip is not surprising. One, two. Darn. I was really hoping it would do a chain of those, swings. Or, swimming in the ground. If it had the tail cut, it could start there. I can't see anything. Okay, the tail itself is hard, which means that if I'd been aerial, it would have been helpful. Assuming this isn't where I have to... Like, if I have to hit the tail proper... Does it constrict? It does get you trapped in there, potentially, and then it bites you. Yeah, so it does trap you. Oh, yep, I can't get away. Okay, I did get away. Interesting monster so far. I'm still kind of... It definitely has a tail cut, though. That would be such a lost opportunity, but I don't know precisely where the tail cut might be. Yeah, the aerial is probably pretty good here if this is where I need to hit it to break it. And I'm kind of doomed, yeah. Thanks for the bump. You know, that was doomed. Oh, that's not a way out. I think it's a pretty cool monster. I think it coming back would be fun. It or something similar coming back would be fun. The ideal would be to get a good trance slash. Right in it. I'm not doing Demon Riot because I'm assuming it's going to switch location sometime soon, but maybe it never switches. Like, that feels like a zone switch to me, but it isn't. It's also not near a zone, but... I'm just expecting it to go to zone 5 or something. Like, the moment I Demon Riot, it's gonna leave. See? It's a good thing I didn't Demon Riot. So So now I Demon Riot, hope I can get a Trance Slash, which I will go for almost instantly, which is a bad choice. But it's more interesting. Because if I don't use it, I should have maybe... No, energy charge when it's at like 30%, that should be fine as long as I don't forget. Just Trance Slash could be pretty good because it's a very big monster. It's very long. If it switches zone again, I will complain. Okay, this might be an opportunity. Yeah, I think that was good. I think I'm stuck. Yeah, I would have had to have run out the opening, but I didn't. Greedy energy charge. No! I forgot that recovering from stun leaves your weapon sheathed. So I didn't have to sheathe, which is good. It's just, it's kind of disorienting when stuff does that, when oftentimes the attacks won't behave in that way. I can't do anything right here. Well, Trance Slash is going to definitely... Demon Riot's definitely going to wear out. Of course it does this over at that wall, instead of... I just don't want to fight it near the transition because I'll get knocked out. What was that camera? Okay, it has a weird camera sometimes, depending on where you're looking, it seems. I need one quick hit and then I can energy. Nope, too late. If only it hadn't dug right then, I would have been fine. And I could have gotten Demon Riot. Instead I have to reload. Wonder if I should be bringing combo books with me. Or like one combo book for Mega Potions, because I'm at 90%. Maybe one combo book brings it to 100. I didn't expect that. Mostly because it probably travels further back when it does that attack if it doesn't run into a wall. Okay, I guess that's a stun. The tiniest little tap. That's a bad hitbox, that's for sure. Mostly over-focusing on gauge building right now instead of doing effective damage. Obviously a bad heal, but it worked. I just want to get Demon Riot up. That's the biggest focus right now. If I'd been slightly further away, I wouldn't have gotten hit. Tail might be... no, that's just how it looks, I think. I won't Demon Riot right away. I'm gonna leave, recharge it as much as I can, get it basically full, or as close to full as I can, based on reloading. Then Demon Riot. Save the energy charge a little. It's interesting that Zone 4 is still highlighted. Ah, because it was switching zones. I thought the paintball had run out. Now the paintball ran out. Okay. Or it's digging. It's kind of hard to know. Timing-wise, it feels like the paintball should have ran out by... feels like the paintball should have ran out by now. And it probably has. I like the monster. I think it has a couple attacks that are a little annoying. But, like, it's intentionally annoying, so it's not really that bad. Like, the circle around you get you trapped in the middle feels annoying, but it's kind of obviously intended as such, so... if that attack was in Rise, it would be a completely trivial attack, though. Whereas I didn't Demon Riot preemptively, whoops. It's probably fine. I really hate this. Yeah, no, that's not how physics work. Being hit from the outside doesn't push you in. Okay, he didn't position where I thought he would. I love when they fly back for no real reason. At least I got enough hits in that it was useful, but... okay. I clipped through his body. As is often the case. Oh, he didn't go for more attacks. I thought he would. Clearly I wasn't hit up by that first attack based on the visual effect, but... oh. Okay, I'm doomed. Yeah, I'm doomed. Okay, let's go heal by the electric trap. Hope that I can bait him towards me. Terrible visual effect on that. Transflash would be lovely here. Let's go for it, because why not? Yeah. It's gonna sit there unused anyway, so... good chance to attack the face there, because he bites and stays down for a while. Okay. I love the tiny weak hits that stun you so you can't actually escape. When realistically you'd probably be able to, not in reality, but like in a hyper strong hunter context, you'd be able to escape pretty easily. Okay, it's limping maybe? Nope, it was just transitioning, so that's just its movement. I'm gonna keep swinging. I really do want earplugs in this game, huh? Like, it actually feels like there's a good reason to have earplugs in this. Give me the charge, thank you. Almost got away, but it didn't quite. Please explode your landmines. It moved because of the delayed explosion. If the explosion there was a normal elemental discharge, it would have been fine. Oh. Like a normal elemental discharge there would have been a non-issue. It would have had time to explode. I didn't re-paintball it. I don't think I really need to. I'll regret it, potentially, but... it worked. Still got the food, but... it was obviously a bad choice. I just want the energy charge. I will greed for it. I'm not gonna get it. Yeah, no, not possible. Barely. I was so close. Very anticlimactic ending. I like it as a monster. It's pretty cool. Yes, this is like... this and a variant are the only... snake wyverns. Najarala. It feels like a missed opportunity to make more of. Yeah, snake wyvern. There's Remobra, but with an asterisk. Remobra was reclassified as a snake wyvern from a flying wyvern, which is kind of funny, because I guess they're flying snakes, so it could be either. Yeah, then there's Najarala and Tidal Najarala. That's it. That's the only real snake wyverns. Tidal Najarala was added in 4U. There's been nothing. It just feels like such a lost chance. Ah, Grudge match. Interesting. Isn't it kind of messed up to do a grudge match in an arena where someone clearly, you know, captured the monster for you to beat it up? It's, you know, it's real. It's realistic, but it's just kind of messed up. And another duplicate Najarala quest. Like, you do a hunting quest and then you get another hunting quest. What's the point? It's in a different location, which is something, but I think I'll do the capture Malfestio. I'll remember to eat, and I'll see if I can get Insomniac. Yeah, no Insomniac. Because it's an Insomniac one that makes it so you can't sleep. I need to still eat, but I was going to switch to aerial, but I think I'll stick with this. Better variety, better practice for other ways of hunting. But Insomniac makes it so you can't fall asleep, but you also can't rest at the bed, which you don't really need to do, but so what I would want would be something defensive. Speeds up blight recovery, might not be, actually it's probably pretty good. The first two are useless, but blight, maybe confusion is a blight, I'm not sure. And confusion's not that bad. Sleep, I think sleep is a blight. Where am I doing the hunt? The island doesn't have cold. Oh, now I need to do this. So. 1, 2, a bunch of trap tools, which I think I can only bring 2 anyway. Trap tool. A net. I should bring 2. One's probably enough, because I think if it fails, I lose both anyway and only have a spare trap. No. If I try once, I fail, I lose a net, I lose a trap tool, might as well try again. It's a thunder bug. I guess I'll bring 29. I don't want to bring 29. I'll double check the combination before I leave. Good. So we'll see how it goes. I'll have the easy trap, I'll have 3 traps, plus I can craft 2 more. If it seems like it's limping, capture it. Try to capture it, that's all you need to do. Malfestio is a really cool monster. It sounds great. Confusion's kind of an interesting, it's not a unique status effect, but it's interesting enough. I think it's fairly unique within the framing of this game. I can go to zone 8. That feels like a bird area. Maybe I should always start a hunt with a well-done steak. Because the well-done steak fills the stamina with 1 consumption, and it might be slower per eat. So it's better than... It's worse to use mid-combat? Okay. 3 makes sense, visually. Hulu. Woohoo. Like, the hooing is very much a good sound. And how many... Okay, I only have 3 trank bombs. I probably should prepare trank bombs. I don't have any spare tranks, and that's potentially really bad. I didn't actually check if this quest had a... Yeah, topple while mounted. I should have done aerial. Too late. It doesn't actually matter. but it's a missed opportunity. I give up. Not worth it. It's not worth trying to force it since I'm not running aerial. Ooh, I almost got hit there. I can get hit. Maybe? Oh, just an air. Confusion. That's gonna face me. And preemptively dodge, apparently. Committed. Oh, that cat is drowning. I need to clear my throat, but I can't. Sorry. Hard to mute mid fighting a monster. I think it's actually kind of easier to hunt not aerial. Like, ignoring the knockdown. Like, not constantly jumping off of it to attack it, I think is better. Because it's fairly easy to run around and stay in a good position, whereas the aerial will land you. I need the charge, the hit's fine. Missing that's not an issue. Why did it not send the gas? Or, not gas. The dust, probably. It just left it there, which is funny. You wonder what triggers it to not send it. There's a second collection point there, wow. Being behind it is helpful here. Yeah, the visual there. You can see the, oh, it has to turn twice. You can see the, effect of... This might be too slow. It's way too slow. I was gonna try to trans-flash there after I got the demon ride off. It's actually probably better to get hit. It saves time. Oh, lovely. I actually just chained. Unavoidably chained. It's fine. But the... Oh, there's something noteworthy that I was trying to say, but then I got confused myself. I don't know how I confused myself. I got distracted probably by the trans-slash attempt. Or the demon riot into planning to trans-slash but not having the time. Demon riot's probably a little doomed. I'm surprised it goes to zone 2 and not zone... Maybe it goes to zone 8 to sleep and it's not sleeping yet. Like, zone 8 feels like the bird roost. Oh. Lovely. I wish I was doing aerial. Aerial would be so helpful here because when I'm mounted, I'm safe. I think this demon riot's a wash. I'm not going to get good damage out of it because it ran to the one place there was another monster. And there's kind of nothing I can do about that because I didn't bring dung bombs. Okay, bad timing. If I had dung bombs, maybe I'd be fine, but I don't, so I'm not. Go for it. Bad idea, but... it worked. That was worth it. Yeah, I think it's a high risk, reasonably high reward play in the end. Please leave because you're injured. This is a capture quest. I need to remember that. So I need to keep an eye on the state of Malfestio. Rude. Bouncy wings. Oof. I'm assuming it's close to capture, but I can't waste trank bombs to test. And by close, I don't necessarily mean there yet. I'm just... I need to make sure it's not capturable. Well, I just need to make sure I don't kill it. What? I can't do anything about that when it has the confusion there. Oh, bouncy. I don't think that's a sharp... well, it is a sharpness issue, but it's not a sharpness issue that I can deal with. I don't think green sharpness would let me hit it with the axe form. Oh, it's a grapple. Okay, leaving, thank you. I want to finish paintball this guy as well, so that I know if he is in a zone that I need to travel to. It might be iffy. I don't know how... if Malfestio flies between zones, I don't know if it'll have as obvious of a tell for when it's leaving and limping. I really wish I think Quick Sheath feels super valuable in... like, it would be super valuable in this game. Like, actually useful for everything and not just specific contexts. Like, because the monsters move around so much for no reason, and I think it would be useful to be able to actually chase them effectively. I think I don't want to... I was thinking about Demon Riot before Transflashing, but I think I should just Transflash without Demon Riot, because there's always a chance that it just dies at this point, I think. Not a crazy chance, but a chance. Very good monster, though. I think Malfestio would be a better monster to come back than Anjanath. Like, Anjanath's not bad. Yeah, that's quicker. Without the Demon Riot. Like, Malfestio would be so much more interesting. Or is so much more interesting. Yes, perfect. Okay, I didn't kill it. Got it just in time. Zone 8, please. Zone 2. Alice, wait a second. See if it goes to sleep. See if it stays in one place for a while. I think this is it landing before it moves. Now it's moving. It might be doing something. No, it's still moving. Not that I really needed to wait. I didn't expect it to sleep in this zone. Let's just place it. Just hope it cooperates enough. You know what? The cats in this game are more helpful for this context. Honestly, that's great. In Rise, they non-stop just keep attacking. Except it is flying at just barely above it and it doesn't trigger it. That's good to know. Oh, lovely. RNG. Good thing I have extras. Like, it flies right above it at an altitude that I think it should trigger. It should be hit by it at that altitude, but it isn't. Good thing I brought extra traps, though. Now it's going to go to sleep. I don't know how it descends from there. It didn't go to sleep because I got here too quick. I am actually just going to stand in its face. If it left right there, I would have genuinely been so frustrated. Okay, this actually might be impossible because it's just it flies right through the electric trap and it doesn't trigger it, despite it being an electric trap and not a pitfall. Then being able to fly over pitfall traps is fine. That would make sense to me. Flying over electric traps is dumb. It's such a good monster, though, other than it flying over traps. It's so good. Where am I? I'm nowhere. Except I stood up again. Because for some reason you can't crouch. Oh, this is kind of good. I can't move the camera. Yeah, it's fun. I really like Malfestio. It's definitely very good. I think, other than the fact that that subquest had Mountain Topple, I actually think Aerial's not better for this monster. Because the constant jumping over it's kind of can get you in bad positions. But just hitting it seems easy enough to avoid getting hit as well. It's a fairly easy monster. Like, it's so much better than Anjanath. Like, Anjanath is good, but it's just a fire-breathing dinosaur. Malfestio is like a creepy, not really that creepy, night owl. It's fun. It has other status effects And maybe that's why it didn't get brought back. Humspun conch. That's gonna be Catendant. That might be it for today. That was good. I'm very happy with those hunts, the monsters in question. Blangonga. It's a bit fast, I can't quick sheath in time, it's kind of annoying. Najarala. I don't love the circle one, because if I had quick sheath it would be nicer. But I hate this. I hate the you fought a Najarala, here's another exact same hunt in a different locale. Like, it's just silly. But Najarala, Volvidon, Shogun Centaur from someone that has maybe a bit too much interest in them. And then just a basic Uruktor, which shouldn't be too bad. Then there's the Great Macau. So yeah, maybe next time I'll do Prowler quests. This and all the ones that get unlocked after that, I assume. Oh, the quest isn't even to kill it? The quest is just to wound the head? Oh, that's taking it, that's very easy. Might be lucky, but it's just kind of easy. Weird. I'll get more Palico options, or I can keep more Palicos with me by doing that. So yeah, that was good. I've messed around with this a little. Oh, I hate that. It's too curved. But there's a lot of weapons available. Rathian. I wonder if I should craft this. Just to see what it can be made into, but I can just check online, honestly. I look for power gasher. It can make the Wrath Flame Splitter. Yeah, Splitter. Vavoom Axe, Assault Axe, Golba Vandal. Vavoom is Kechawacha? It's Ketcha Grand Bones, but I don't know what I can't remember what Kechawacha looks like. I just remember the name. Kechawacha. Oh, that's a creepy monster. It's themed after... Oh, those guys with the big fingers. Tree... Oh, I can't remember what they're called. Oh. I could probably find it by just searching Kechawacha or looking at Kechawacha description stuff. Oh, I should know what a Kechawacha is based off of. The Assault Axe is a Baroth Axe. Which axe? Golba Vandal will be some Kongalala. Hey, Kongalala. Power file 150 at level 1. Okay, I should probably make a power gasher then. So that when I eventually get here, it could be pretty good. Rarity 5. 150 base, power file, 1 decoration slot. Ah, but I can create it directly. I don't need to upgrade to it. Okay. But I'd rather just not worry about that yet. But the Wrath Flame Splitter does need to be upgraded. And it's a rarity 3. Kechawacha. Oh, I should know what a Kechawacha is based on, or at least what the fingers are based on. Long-fingered lemur. That search might find it. Aye. Yes, aye. With their creepy fingers. Are they marsupial? Long-fingered lemur. This is a lemur. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that will be it for today. So I'm not going to craft the power gasher right now. I might craft it later. There's a lot of these that I should have a copy of, but like I only have 5 monster fluid. I only have 5 dragonite ore. And if I want, I could use the dragonite ore to upgrade something. This. I could grind cut wings and I could upgrade. No, it's not this one. I thought it was this one. Huh. Which one was it? Or maybe it was the obsidian axe? Yeah. Which is not necessarily the best, but 140 attack is decent. It's not power file, which makes it a little worse. It looks decent as a weapon. It's kind of shiny. I like it. I like that shiny reflectiveness. But it also has a ton of green sharpness, which might be really good. But like Petrified Axe level 6 would be better than the Obsidian Axe. Because 140 power file I checked, it's 20% increased damage in sword form, which is more than 140 times 1.2 is what? 28 more? That's 168 attack effectively. Whereas this would be good against dragons, or things that are weak to dragon, but not everything's weak to dragon. So this would be more valuable. Carbolite ore, I will actually check. Because if I could get it, which I don't think I can, I'm assuming that's like... Yeah, Village 7-star. It's a high rank material, I believe. So that's a high rank upgrade. Oh, no. You can get carbolite ore in low rank, in a few low rank areas. Okay. It's a high rank quest reward for some reason. That's kind of funny that it's a high rank quest reward. Despite... Oh no, there's a hub 1-star DLC reward. That's weird though. You can mine it at low rank, apparently. Which means that I probably should. If I spend the time, Jungle Frontier, A Ridge, M Peaks, Volcano, A Step. Or Steep, I'm not actually sure about the pronunciation. I think it's Steps. Or Step. S-T-E-P-P-E. V Hollow, I haven't been to the Steps or the Hollow either of those. Primal Forest. There's a lot of low desert. There's a lot of areas on this list where it apparently can be collected. But of the areas that I have unlocked, it's rare. Jungle Frontier Area 8, 2 to 3 times 1, 15%. A Ridge Area 9, M Peaks Area 3, Volcano Area 11. There's not a lot available, and it would take a lot to grind this out. So it's probably not worth it to do it, at least right now. So yeah, I'll stop here. I've been distracted for the last 9 minutes. So, it was good. I'll be back next time. Hopefully I can finish the 4-star quests within the next couple of videos. Maybe 2 more, maybe 3, and then it should be done. Ideally 2. But unlocking the next one within 3 is the goal right now. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.